In Dungeons and Dragons, what you do is to create a fantasized universe of the mind in which expediency to achieve your goal is more important than any kind of moral frame of reference to your actions.
So we have a wizard now teaching the children of his magical studies.
It's kind of far out.
Mazes and monsters is a far-out game. Swords, poison, spells, battles, maiming, killing.
Hey, it's all imagination.
Is it?
This is the Heroes Era.
Welcome to the Heroes Era. I'm your Dungeon Master Ben, and we are playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. This is session 7 of our 4th campaign together, and joining me tonight I have Bodhi as Durian.
A tough lost orc living another day to find his family.
Chris as Scuzz.
Just a simple little goblin guy who knows nothing about that explosion.
Joel as Cyrus.
Master, cleric, and your trusty friend.
And Jason as Desperado.
Just the nimble elf paladin.
And tonight we are telling a story, but we do not yet know how it will go. The players, the dungeon master, the dice, all of these will have a hand in how the game unfolds. This is the Heroes Era. And please do like our video and subscribe to our channel. We play live on YouTube on Monday nights, and we're supposed to start at 6:30, but that never happens. So I don't know, just be around or something, and then maybe join us as we go live. We'll see. We're doing our best.
Just turn on your notifications, and when we tell you we're playing, get in here. Like, how is this so hard?
Come run in.
Like, jeez.
Or watch it the next
Monday
day.
night-ish is... No, Jason. They have to watch it right now.
Only live?
They have to watch it live.
Have to watch it right
If you're
now.
not watching this live right now,
Like, what do you even do?
just I don't know.
It's Monday night. What are you doing
It's like,
on a Monday
I guess it's
night?
like taping sports, right? You can't watch, like my son says, you can't watch a basketball game after it's already been on. It's not the same.
No, because if you try to wait and watch this on Tuesday, you're going to go to work tomorrow. And everyone's going to be like, did y'all see the Heroes Era last night? And they're going to talk about it. You're going to get spoiled.
And
You're
if
like,
you don't
"Oh, no."
mind that happening, you can find our catalog of past games on YouTube here at the Heroes Era. And
If you want to
finally,
risk it.
our content does include descriptions of graphic violence and moderate language, so please be advised of that. If you would, Bodhi, will you take us through your notes from last session, please?
Sure, I can't guarantee it'll be as good as last session, but we'll give it a whirl.
We're setting the bar high tonight.
Yeah. So we last left off. We found the location of some mushrooms that we needed to go gather to cure the curse that Cyrus and Durian have. That, for every action or bonus action they take, they'll take a point of damage, which is going to hurt in the long run. And we were also talking to a cleric of the Mother, or Theresessa. And she is the one that can use these mushrooms to conduct a ritual, but she also found out some information about Kevin, who's, cool guy. We all know him. He, kind of leads a portion of the, ATK. This is a military group. No big deal about that. And he was cited recently at a tavern that was called Tidepool Tavern down in Newport, which is a port city. We were given some hints to go talk to Little John, who runs the Black Onyx Tavern down here in Riverside, which is where we were at. And we went to go talk to him. He had a fighting ring, which was also present in this tavern where Kevin was cited at. And he was suspected to be affiliated with these fighting rings that are used for some nefarious purposes. We talked to Little John. We, were honest about our suspicions that he was doing some pretty bad things. And he cleared up and he gave us a lot of information. He said that these rings are used to find suitable candidates to be used as prey during a Fey hunt called the Hunt of the Moon.
And specifically his cousin's fighting ring, not his own.
Yeah, he used to dabble in that, but he he killed the guy who was his liaison, and he did away with all that bad business. So he let us in the know. His cousin Paulie runs the tavern in Newport, and he gave us information about what it's used for and how we could probably get in. He gets his alcohol from a supplier called Dark Arkham. They're kind of like a merc group, but for alcohol. They sell to anybody who has coin. They don't really are picky about their clientele, and they make regular shipments, and they're pretty closely guarded, and they have a warehouse down in Newport City. So we got some empty barrels of Lil John's. We brought him with us with a mule, 2 mules and a cart. We went up to the warehouse to go trade him in and try and get new barrels and a password that Lil John told us about to get into Tide-Pool Tavern without there being a huge fight or us having to do a whole lot of destruction, and try and do it at least sneakily. We get through the front gate, do great deception checks from Desperado. Oh, sorry, I skipped a whole bit. We also got attacked by shadows, and it was a pretty nasty fight. We almost died. It was a statue of Fellet, and we dispatched them. We won. We returned the statue to its former glory. We got some inspiration from Ben for it, and a safe place to rest, and we continued on our way. There was a guy in a wagon who told us a name of a guy. Said, "Hey, you're here for this guy, aren't you? Get a move on. They're waiting for you down at the warehouse." Forgot the name immediately. Would have been useful. It's here or there. It's fine. We went down, lied our way through the front gate, tipped the front guard a gold coin or two, parked our cart, got our empties, and we're going to go turn them in and, try and find the password while we're in the building. And another guard flags us down he has a medieval clipboard equivalent, asked us what our business was and who we were supplying for, and we told him, Paulie. He said his delivery wasn't out for a couple of days. And then we made another deception check. He saw through it. He brought some more guards along while leading us into a small little side room. We got into a big fight about it. He kept trying to get us to surrender with all our weapons. We said, no, we're not doing that. Knocked out 3 of his guards, and then he came to the conclusion that maybe he can't take us on. We said, hey, look, we'll stabilize your guys. You just get us the password, and we'll be on our way. And he goes to an office, he gets it for us, and we, fill our end of the bargains, just stabilize those 3 guards we knocked out. Left, weren't accosted. Cyrus made some barrels that we could use after seeing some markings of all the other barrels in the warehouse, and then made our way to the Tide-Pool Tavern. I probably missed a fair bit, but that's just...
That sounds pretty good. And you guys decided to fill those barrels with salt water so that they, had some weight to them. So, as you guys continue along the Highland coast, the fog is rolling in peacefully, well overhead of you still. Shografles now has left the region, and all that remains of her light is a faint golden glow. But the light of Lunar has begun to take the evening sky. So indeed, there will be 2 nights of moonlight this week. Lunar's light is a bright silver light, and you hear the increasing crash of the sea pulling away from the shores as you continue along the coast. We lost Chris.
He died.
So we all got scrambled in our images. Goodness. We'll be right back.
did, it closed out Zoom entirely.
Oh no.
It's like, what?
Love
I'm
it.
just sitting here talking, all of a sudden it just went black, and my screensaver came up. I'm like, what the fuck?
Did you hear my description of traveling along the coast and all that?
I heard the first part of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Yeah, it's basically becoming evening time. And so as you guys continue down this path, you have taken that short rest of an hour to complete, Cyrus's creation of those barrels. And now, from the side of the path, you hear the rustle of a bush and the crunching of twigs and leaves, as if there's somebody or something there.
Oh.
Show yourself.
I'm gonna have to kill something again. This road is perilous.
Will you guys make perception checks for me, please?
Okay.
22. Hey, that's pretty good.
Me too.
Yes,
23.
everybody. Oh, yes, and I'm sorry. I would have Scuzz have caught up with the party as we discussed before we came on air here. And, Scuzz had been looking for Scud, was unable to find him, but then I would have you, join the group here.
Oh, so this isn't Scuzz in the bushes. I was thinking it was Scuzz in the bushes.
That would have been.
Oh, I am gonna have to kill something.
I thought that was the way to introduce. All right, something else.
I pulled out my axe.
You guys see the trail of a robe. Somebody hiding there in this bush.
I'll knock an arrow and just say, "You're not doing a very good job hiding. You might as well just come out and tell us what's up."
Cyrus and Desperado, will you guys make persuasion or intimidation checks for me, please?
I'm gonna go with persuasion.
15.
Chris's screen froze at such a picturesque moment for him.
It's such a bright smile. I love it.
I'm afraid we're going to lose Chris here again. Oh, and
Darn.
Indeed we did. He's been having a little bit of connection issues earlier too. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
Your move, Ben.
I'm just going to switch to our, basic Zoom layout here while he tries to connect, and we'll just roll through this.
Yeah.
So, a persuasion check from Desperado.
15. Yeah, sorry. Risa.
Yes, thank you. And then failed by Cyrus.
Listen, failure. That's a strong word. Strong attempt.
There we go.
That's how I like to describe it.
A young boy appears from the bush. He scrambles out quickly. Don't attack. Please, don't hurt me. I mean no harm.
Likewise, we mean no harm. We just merely don't like to be snuck up on.
Oh, I wasn't
Come
sneaking
closer.
up. I
Don't
was
be afraid.
Just hiding.
What are you hiding from?
Well, people like you. Bandits.
I can assure you, I'm not
thugs.
someone that needs to be hidden from. I can promise you that.
Well, that's good to know.
I'll take my hat off.
Nice to meet you. Yes, well,
Likewise. What's your name, boy?
my name is PJ.
What are you doing here?
Jay.
Like
Well,
a parent?
I,
Or like
I do have a parent. My father, he actually supplies food to all of the region. He's a very powerful man. But I am waiting for my guards to return.
Oh,
guard? Are you like a noble son?
Uh,
Is your dad a noble?
no, not my dad, but the one that
Figured
I
out the
work
problem.
for.
Sorry.
No worries, no worries. Welcome back.
the man you work for.
Yes, Lord Hideo. Maybe you've heard of him.
Have I?
No, not we don't know him. No.
I don't,
Think
think
so.
Well, he's a great man. I owe him everything. I once followed some bad advice from some bad people, and I got in trouble for stealing from the ATK. Hideo bailed me out.
I mean,
How is he dressed? This kid.
He wears a long robe made of black and crimson threads, crimson border on a black robe.
Are there any insignias on it?
No, the only distinguishing factors is the fine threading and the red embroidery around the edge of it.
It looks fairly well made, though.
Yes.
Interesting.
I mean,
You said he left you alone. How long have you been here?
Well, I've been waiting all day. I'm on my first mission, see, but I mean, the guards, they don't have a lot of respect for me. They said they had business in town and told me to wait here.
Oh, we're heading that way. You'd be welcome to
you want to hop on the cart?
travel on with us. You'll be safe at least.
Well, where are you guys going?
Newport?
Well, we're in Newport, but where specifically?
We're heading towards the tavern, but we can take you where you might need to go.
Tidepool Tavern. That's where I'm going.
Oh,
You
yeah.
sent by anyone with, like, any divination? Is this like a fate thing that we've crossed paths, or
Well, if
Do you have any
believe in
idea?
that sort of thing.
I don't know, I find it pretty weird that a kid in the bushes is going to the same place we're going, but hey, what do I know? Hop on, we'll come on by.
Well, you know what
yeah,
they
like,
say.
okay.
Gods work in mysterious ways.
Besides, like, where else would he be going? You know?
Yeah, I mean, most of
I guess.
most of the city is destroyed. There's not many places to go. And besides,
How
I
old
have
does he look, Ben?
important business
Sorry.
there. He's in his early teens.
Okay.
Yes, you know, I hate to make more trouble with the ATK, but I'm actually there for a powerful relic that belonged to one of their commanders, he says proudly.
A relic?
Yes.
A relic from the ATK.
Yes, a family heirloom. It belonged to one
Oh.
of their powerful commanders, Commander Hawkins.
Okay.
And do you think the ATK will just hand it over?
Well, the ATK doesn't have it. The master of the tavern has it, and I'm going to pay him handsomely for it.
What if he doesn't give it up?
Interesting.
Well, we have an arrangement. All I need to do is show up, pay the man, and collect. It's a done deal.
It's already, it's preordained, okay.
Well,
Alright, well,
Hideo said that it was all set up, and I trust Hideo.
got like a backup plan, at least.
Well, looks like I just found it. I'd appreciate if I could join your company. I'll take you up on that.
Okay. Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right,
Yeah, sure,
okay.
hop on.
Come on in. Hop in. Hey, I need you to sit right here next to me, though, please. Okay?
Okay.
Do me a favor, and I'm gonna start rifling. Scuzz has been doing a little tinkering on the cart while we're going. He's working on a new contraption, and he grabs like just this really jagged, sharp, rusty metal hunk of you don't even know what it is. It's just some weird, just horrible thing. He's just like, hold this for me.
All right.
Don't move. Keep it still. Okay. And he just starts tinkering with it.
The boy holds on to the item. Doesn't question your motive, but he does look concerned for his fingers.
Yeah. Oh, hey, right there. You see where your thumb is? Yeah. Don't touch that, okay?
What are
Just-
you making?
Don't worry about it.
Well, I guess I do owe you, so no problem. The boy
You
joins.
mentioned-
Go ahead.
You mentioned the master of the tavern. Who is that? The master of the tavern?
Oh, they call him Paulie. Yeah, he runs the place.
Paulie? I know a guy named Paulie.
Yes.
I'm
Cool,
not.
yeah.
I'm not surprised. Not in the least.
Paul, you know Paulie? No.
Maybe I don't know.
My sister's cousin's nephew.
I don't think I've ever met anyone named Polly. Now that I think about it.
Boyd looks around uneasily, unsure of your odd senses of humor.
You know someone named Polly? BJ? You got anyone?
Well, yeah, I just told you the man that I'm going to meet with.
Oh,
we
he
do
doesn't
business
count.
with.
Another Polly.
All right, here. Give me this thing back. Okay. Thank you. All right.
No, he looks a little bit confused. The car continues south along the trail after PJ hops aboard. And night continues to set. Sugarfleece's light has disappeared completely from the northern skies. And the trail turns eastward towards the Highland Sea and takes you to what is like a large sand dune or a bluff along the coast. So it would just be the border between the path and the beach of the Highland Sea. So yeah, this is the place. Wow, I was a little worried that you guys were going to take me somewhere else because, I mean, you're acting a little strangely.
Oh no, we're not acting. That's fine. Hey, listen, one other thing, really quick, just because I we go into a new place. I don't know these people, how they're gonna act.
Yeah.
So listen, kid, you can keep a secret, right?
Oh, of course.
Okay, cool. So do that for me, and then the Scuzz has like a sort of a tribal mark tattoo around the side of his face, and it melts down and shifts around his body, and he disguises himself as a handsome young halfling.
Oh, that's clever.
Just, some people, they don't like goblins so much, so I want to get a feel for, who's there and whatnot before we, because we're trying to be incognitus with everything, so,
Well, sure. I mean, you have the passcode, don't you?
Well, yeah, we got the passcode, but I've never been here before, and that just because a goblin's got the passcode doesn't mean they're going to let a goblin in all the time, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Do you have the passcode?
Yeah, it's Riptide.
Checking oats.
That's not. That's not the
I-
password we were told.
I know.
What password were you told?
Trumpet.
Trumpet.
I wonder if I have the wrong password.
It could be different. I don't know. I mean, you're here for a deal to buy a very powerful thing. I assume. I don't know.
I mean, Hideo
Yeah.
is usually very certain in his information.
We're here for more of a chump thing. Not nearly as important.
Well, you're delivering drinks, right?
Yeah, not nearly as important as
Yeah.
buying
I
a
have
highly powerful thing.
here's a thought. How about, guys, let me go up to the door. I'll give one of these passwords a try. And if it doesn't work, I'll slip away, undo this gorgeous thing to the other far more gorgeous thing, and we'll come back and we'll try it with a goblin.
Sure, I like that.
Okay, works for me.
I think they both were probably gonna work, but if we say his, it's gonna be really weird. I think we just say ours first, and if it works, it works.
Can I,
I mean,
pull,
yeah, I guess we could just go for it too.
Can
When
I
you say-
pull
When you
Scuzz
say
aside?
we, you mean Scuzz.
Yeah. Can I pull Scuzz aside?
Yes.
I'm a little guy. It's probably do it pretty easily, yeah.
And I'm gonna whisper, maybe use his first. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Scuzz, you approach the bluff, and you see that there's a plain wooden shack or shed built into this hillside that is covered in sand and dirt and lightly covered in grass. And there's a heavy wooden door that appears barricaded, closed tightly, and this is the entrance to Tidepool Tavern.
Okay. I stroll up there like I know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay. A slot, a piece of wood slides across, and there's an opening, and you hear a voice from the other side of the door. What's the passcode?
Riptide.
Get lost. And the slot slams shut.
Whoa, hey, what do you mean get lost? Oh, darn. Okay, guess I gotta go. And then as I turn around and walk, but as I'm walking away, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. They told me, like, I'm making a big deal about, like, I'm really frustrated about it. And and then I, like, come around the corner and regroup with the rest of them, and I go back and, hey, kid, who was this friend of yours that got you the password?
Master Hideo told me
Master
the password.
Hideo, and you said you trust him to definitely take care of you, right?
Well, of course.
Yeah, well, and I drop my disguised self back into my goblin form. He didn't give you a good password, bud. So let's go give ours a whirl.
Maybe
you can come on with us though. We'll get you in there. It's fine.
Maybe they know what he looks like,
Huh,
and you didn't
well,
look like him when you said it.
I mean, I'll go with you. The code should work for anybody that comes tonight.
Yeah, it doesn't-
They change it daily.
That feels real complicated.
All right, we'll give it a whirl.
Hey, we'll just go try us. Yeah.
So guys, we don't need these barrels then. If we can just have the password and go up to the door, we don't need to try and give them some phony barrels of salt water. We could just.
I mean, I think
we could bring the salt water too.
I think we still should bring him. I can carry him. It's fine.
And I wouldn't mind getting paid.
That's true. We could also just get some quick money.
Well, that's my concern, right? We're peddling ale as water. Like, this is, we want to kind of get in and do our thing, and we don't need to draw any extra attention on ourselves. I'm wondering if this might not be.
How about we try it?
Necessary.
How about we try it first, and if they ask for the barrels, then we show them that we have them.
Okay.
All right, Scuzz.
The group of you approach the door again, having made your decision. And again, the slot slides open as this guard no doubt sees a bunch of fresh faces. What's the passcode?
Trumpet.
Get lost. And the slot slams shut.
Hey, can I get my like what you call it, my old staff thing, like shove it into the hole before he closes it? I try to catch it.
Make a
because I knew he was gonna do that. So
make a dexterity check, please.
Okay, I'm kind of dexterous. Any chance it could be a sleight of hand check?
I'm doing this more as a save, so like basically more like a dexterity save.
Okay,
since it's
that's fair.
A reaction to what's happening.
Okay, listen, it's the difference between a +2 and a +9. I had to ask.
Ooh, yeah, you got to try for that. Okay.
Hey.
14.
You are able to quickly wedge your staff into the slot before he's able to close it.
All right, and as it catches in there, there's a very faint puff of lavender that comes off of the end of the staff. Just to relax him a little bit, a little aromatherapy. And I'm in doing so, I'm casting Friends.
Okay.
And I go, whoa, hey, friend, come on now. I got it from a pretty reliable source that's the password. Either that or maybe it's an old one. It took us a while to get here. we got lost. So if it was like yesterday's password, like you guys a little break or something, come on.
Make a persuasion check, please.
Okay, with advantage.
Can I aid in that?
Yes, with advantage. Cyrus, what do you can aid? What do you add to this?
Ooh. I'm here for entertainment, and I've got gold to spend.
Dang. With advantage, I got an 11.
Okay. Because he already had advantage, I would grant a small bonus to that. The guard shoves the staff out of the hole and slams it shut. Slams the sliding slot shut.
Okay, we should walk away now, guys, because in about 45 seconds, he's going to be really pissed off at me.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe there's another way. Okay, let's go back to the barrel angle, I guess, hey guys? There must be
I look to PJ. I don't suppose you have any way to knock a door down, though, do you?
Let me go see what I can do.
All right.
He knocks on
Give
the
it a
door.
whirl.
Hey, mister. I know the passcode, but these guys don't. I don't want to say it in front of them. There's a moment's hesitation, and the door opens slightly, and he beckons through for PJ to join him and holds up his hand. You all wait here, or get lost, like I said.
Oh, yeah, no way. Yeah. We ain't trying to do anything.
Yeah, if this kid's got the right code, he can come in. Otherwise, I'm going to give him back to you.
Oh.
And PJ whispers in his ear. The guard says,
Looks like this is our kid.
Looks like you're out of luck and out of a kid. And he shuts the door. PJ is inside.
Oh, I guess we go on our merry way then.
Poor rotten little kid.
What? Hang on, no. But he said that, and I tried. That little?
I don't know.
This is why I don't like kids.
Yeah.
People talk about say goblins. You can't trust a goblin. You can't trust a kid.
Do we have any explosives?
You might be asking the right person.
Can we blow this door open? I think we're past this point. We don't have.
There must be another way in, guys.
Can we blow the door open?
Desperado, can we blow the door open?
Can we blow the door open, Desperado?
Guys, you guys don't need my permission to do anything. I'm merely I may not take part in whatever you're up to, but you make your own fate. I can't make those decisions for you.
While I'm here, before anything really bad happens, Scuzz, can you? I'm a little hurt.
What's that? Oh,
yeah. My
I
chest
didn't
is just
see
like
that.
bleeding.
Oh man, I didn't even
Did you not short rest, Bodhi?
I don't have any hit dice left.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Hang on. I got you.
Because we're blowing this door open.
Yeah, I pull out a like a little, just like field dress first aid kit, and I stitch him up a little bit. Do a quick little job on that, and give him a cure wounds. Whoops, hit the wrong thing on there. Must be a D8.
I have an odd feeling we're about to go kick this door down, and it's going to go really, really bad.
Oh, you want to
really
kick
soon.
it? That's boring.
I don't know. I could kick it.
It seems like the majority of the group does want to use force to enter, and Desperado's interested in looking for another way in.
Yeah.
I
am.
Desperado.
I might just casually stroll around, Ben. Stroll around the building.
Sure. As you do so, please make me an investigation check while the other three are preparing their plan to.
Could I use my guidance as I do this?
Yes.
Well, let's try that. It kind of will set me like on a somewhat level playing field. You see what I mean?
Thank you, Scuzz.
Yeah, still not really helpful. Yeah, okay, investigation's not good on me.
6, you go up to the top of the bluff, look around a bit. You just see that there's a rocky coast on the other side, with the waves, gradually pulling out more and more slowly. But you don't see another way into the Tidepool Tavern.
Maybe if I travel down, maybe I might just walk a lot down. Like I'm kind of up on the bluff. You said.
Yes.
Is there a way to? Is there in the? Maybe there's. Maybe if I can I. Is there a way for me to get down closer to where the shoreline is? Maybe I might be able to find a passageway, another way in along the water.
Sure. As you do so, you do see that the
I
waves.
might try to do this stealthily. Sorry. Just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it probably
Make
doesn't
a
look good
stealth check for
skulking
me,
around.
please.
Yeah, sure. Sorry.
By the way, I rolled a 1 on that cure wounds, so he got 4 hit points.
That's a dirty 20.
Anything helps.
You notice you're able to quietly move across the hill, barely disturbing the sand beneath your feet, and you see that the water comes pulling out violently from a couple of, what are essentially submerged caves. It looks like the water is the tide is too strong
current.
for you to swim against, though. So
Okay.
this probably wouldn't work as an entryway.
Okay. Yeah, good to roll them out at least. I'll make my way back up in the direction of where the guys are. But if they're breaking in, I don't want to seem like I'm
Just curious,
No.
Ben. What is this door made of?
Wood. Heavy wood.
Okay. What about the hinges and things like that?
It's hinged with metal. That is, it's
You
built
don't
into
say.
it's built into a shack, a shed of sorts. The shed itself looks, hastily constructed like a storage shed, but then with this larger, heavier door built into it.
There,
You don't say.
we take the hinges off.
Well, I have methods for such things.
All right.
What do you have in mind,
Yeah,
Cyrus?
Well, you've had experience with my my power to basically remold metal as a ritual,
Right.
and so I was thinking if I've got an hour,
We just sit at the door for an hour.
I think as long as we're not making like too much noise, they probably won't stick their head out.
Is that what you intend to do, Cyrus?
My idea was like I'm gonna turn these hinges into something useful for us.
Okay. And that's using your channel divinity.
Yeah,
Okay. You summon the power of the forge, essentially, to perform this
Exactly.
magic. Okay. And are you trying to change them into something specific?
well, the thing is, like, I'm not too sure about what would be considered the value of this because I can only transform it into something of equal value.
Sure.
I mean, I
More-
think they're gonna find those hinges very valuable pretty soon.
In a minute.
Smaller door hinges on the floor.
We'll just go with the money value. So something that's quite inexpensive.
I would say,
make a pile of pitons, something like that.
yeah, or
Yeah.
like ball bearings,
bearings.
or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
Okay. You intend to change them to ball bearings.
yeah.
Okay. You begin performing your magic, summoning your divine power to perform this.
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay. You all are familiar with what Cyrus is doing. You know that this will take an hour to perform.
I'm gonna, as I'm coming back, Ben, I might just see if there's any maybe windows or any other kind of entrances, other way of getting into the tavern that might seem accessible.
By the look of it, this shed seems to lead directly into the hill or the bluff, and so it
Okay.
would appear that this tavern must be subterranean.
Almost like a cave.
Right.
Yeah.
Scuzz, did you have something in mind?
Well, no, I was just gonna say, Scuzz was going to start pulling this new piece of equipment that he's been working on. He's got it like strapped onto his back right now, and he was starting to pull it off his shoulder, and he was like really excited. And then he saw Cyrus doing his ritual, and he goes, "Oh yeah, we could do it like that too, I guess. Okay, that's fine."
Okay. Cyrus, as you begin your ritual, a few
Oh, we were
moments
gonna
later,
blow
the
it
door
up.
surges open, and the gruff, husky-sounding man from the other side steps out with a sword drawn, and there's another guard with him as well. The other guard carrying a mace. I told you, get out of here. It's your last warning. We're gonna crack some skulls.
Not breaking in, am I? All I'm doing is a little prayer. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, we're just waiting for our friend to finish his prayer.
I don't know what you're doing, but you're not doing it here anymore. Get out of here.
He's praying. Now, I'm sorry. No, you had to let him finish his prayer though. Now.
The guard
What
raises his scimitar
voice am I doing?
and goes to swing at Cyrus. Everybody, please roll initiative.
Well,
Warned him.
I got my battle axe out, by the way.
That's a 14.
Niner.
And the sword is directed at your throat, Cyrus, as he swings his scimitar at you. With the 10, we'll miss. The thug by his side quickly swings his mace, rushing up against Desperado. And his mace moves quickly, he swings twice.
Does he move past me?
I would have you all standing close enough together to where they're kind of confronting you.
Okay.
I would have had Desperado return to the group after kind of surveying the area, if that makes sense.
I was actually going to ask. I was thinking I would probably be still searching, maybe like on top of the bluff, so I may not actually be with them, Ben.
Okay. He rushes against Scuzz with the
Sorry about
14 and 16 to hit.
Those will. Oh well, the 16 misses. 14. Or no, I mean they both miss. Sorry.
What is your AC right now?
My AC is 18.
Oh, okay. Very good. So they have made their attacks, and next is Cyrus.
I don't appreciate violence, but if it comes down to it, my hammer's mightier than yours.
And I'm going to come in with a swing on the original guard.
Okay.
So this is going to be with Booming Hammer. 16 hit.
It hits.
And he's going to be taking 10 damage.
10 damage, and the bandit drops briefly to a knee and stands up, badly injured, bloodied.
Now I'm going in. Are you gonna stop me? I'm here to spend coin, but I don't mind busting a couple heads.
He looks to the thug at his side. Maybe we should let him in for a few gold. Forget we saw him. The guy nods. What do you think of that? A gold each. 4 gold.
I drop it at his feet.
All right. Well,
Give him 10 slimy copper pieces.
No need to die over this.
At the sound of the booming hammer, I'll probably come running back around, Ben.
Okay.
You might not want to move. It takes a minute.
Yeah, seriously, don't move.
Cyrus, what items do you have at the ready on your person?
So currently, I have my shield equipped, and I have my hammer.
Okay. Any other items ready to be drawn?
I don't have any potions or sidearms.
Okay. Please make a insight check.
Insight, you said?
Yes, please.
20.
The guard leans down to pick up the gold, and they both step to the side to allow you to pass. And as the group of you begin to pass, you feel a hand try to reach into your satchel, and it's clumsy, and you see that the guard has tried to pull something out of there, but there seems to be nothing to be had that's easily accessible for him.
I'm gonna grab the man by the wrist.
Oh, silly me.
Break it! Break it, Cyrus. Break it! Break it! Scuzz starts jumping. Break it! Break it! Break it! Break it!
Oh, that won't need to happen.
Oh.
It's all right.
You
Just go
better
ahead.
pull your hand back before you lose something.
Of course, my mistake.
Man, first we said we was gonna blow up the door, and then we didn't even do that, and then you even break the guy's wrist.
Listen, you guys can go ahead. That's my bad.
Where's the ale?
All right, but you gotta buy the first one, Cyrus.
Bar's inside. They're serving.
Walking past.
Scuzz is heading in.
Walking past them, Ben, I'll take my hat off and just kind of give them both a look. And my apologies. This wasn't. I hope you guys have yourselves a better night.
Can I start like wiping the blood off of my head?
If you do make your way in, come see me. The first drink's on me.
All right, that sounds all right. Yeah, just don't give us up. We have an agreement.
Give up for what?
That's right.
Yeah. If anybody asks us, they might want to know what the password is. You mind telling us what the password is?
Password.
Otherwise, I might have to say, "Oh, the guards just let us in."
Password starfish.
Awesome.
You know what's crazy? That was gonna be my next guess. Swear to the gods.
So, ahead of you are stairs leading downward within this small entryway. This shack or shed seems to serve as nothing more than an entry point. And the stairs are crafted of large cobblestones, slick with moisture, and they descend into a dark and murky cellar beneath the earth. From below, you can hear muffled conversation echoing off of the walls, mixed with the steady and distant roar of moving water. There is limited torchlight reflecting off puddles throughout the cramped corridor, and as the corridor turns, it leads into a room. The wall to the left of you is open with kind of a banister made of stone that separates this chamber from an anterior chamber that is lowered. And you see two tall water wheels on the other side of this. But in this chamber that you enter, you see a rug that is poorly placed over what appears to be some kind of magic circle that you can, you notice right off the bat. The rug doesn't fully cover it, and it's, kind of askew at an angle. And the runes of this circle give a sickly green hue to the room. There's a statue of a hooded figure, its arms extended, beckoning with almost a devilish grin, and it's set into the wall to the right. In the far corner, there's a jumble of rocks in a vaguely humanoid shape. Its proportions are huge, and it has large club-like fists, and its surface is speckled with barnacles and strands of seaweed. As you enter, you see this large hulking object shift, revealing that it is not a statue but a construct with a blank face that now stares in your direction. And I will give you guys a visual here on what you might see.
Ben, while you're doing that, would I recognize the stonework? Is it like dwarven made? Is it elvish?
It seems man-made, and it's structurally sound, especially for being this close to the ocean, it seems that water must come through here regularly because there are, there's algae strewn across the floor. And the rug, though, is dry. There's a guard on the other side of the room. Allow me to show you the room itself.
I hope they have dwarven ale at least in this dump.
I don't think they will.
I don't know, guys. I think I need something a little stronger than the ale this time.
You guys should have a portion of the map revealed to you now. And the chamber marked T1 is where you find yourselves. The lower chamber to the left is where the water wheels are. And they seem to be picking up and churning seawater from below. From across the room, the guard says, "Not so fast. Watch your step. Wipe your feet. That rug doesn't like to be trampled or spilled upon, so best clean your boots before you enter."
Oh, yeah.
I kind of like start like wiping it off on a wall.
As we're going around there, Ben, I'm just going to use my divine sense just to see if I catch what kind of aura, if anything, I kind of catch off of this rug or anyone else in the area. You can detect, celestial fiend, undead. I think you can also detect like consecrated or desecrated spaces in 60 feet.
Okay, nothing is revealed through this, but will you you can make for me an Arcana check if you wish.
Yeah, I'll try. That's a 17.
Okay.
It's just be purely on what I've seen or heard in my no training involved.
Sure. The magic circle with the glowing runes catches your eye, and you recognize that this is a circle of teleportation. And it seems to be permanent by its look. Obviously the runes scribed into the stonework of the floor. And
guys, make sure. Sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Guys, make sure to keep your new toy handy. We might need to. We might need it later.
Yeah.
You
think?
So
you keep messing things up for me. I don't like it, but okay, you make it right.
You know how it works here. What's the password?
Starfish.
What business brings you here?
Well, the first thing I'd like to know is if you guys carry any particular alcohols that you have to not store near an open flame. You got anything that's got a protocol, like keep it away from the torches?
That is a strange question. The first thing I wish to know is what is your business here?
This guy is so boring. I'm just trying to get a drink is all I'm saying. I just want a strong drink. That's all. It's been a long trip. We're tired. I've been through a lot. I got coin. I'm not trying to get a freebie off of you or anything. I just anyway, all right, fine. Straight to the point then. We are here. Hey fellas, why are we here?
I think we were just coming for a drink, and we heard about the maybe placing some bets on a possible fighting.
Little
things, little tussles that might be going on. I don't know if there's. I'm looking around to see if there's any other anyone else behind us waiting to get in. I don't want
to. We're here for drinks and entertainment. Are we in the right place?
Thank you. My dwarven friend is much better with words, apparently.
Durian, do you have anything to add to this?
Look, man, I'm just here for the ride. I don't know what's going on half the time.
Scuzz, Desperado, and Cyrus, will you guys please roll deception checks? Scuzz, yours with disadvantage, please.
All I asked for is a drink.
Deception.
This is why I said.
Hey, that's not deceptive.
Fuck.
Where's the deception in this, Ben?
What deception did I make? I got an 8.
You beat me.
Of course I did.
That's a 12. It could have been so great, Ben.
It could have been.
I don't like the look
They all
of this,
could have been.
guys. Why don't you guys wait here, and I'll get somebody to meet
get us
you
a
up
drink?
here. Yeah, I'll run and get you guys a drink. You wait right here.
Ooh, see
And
that
he
that
moves
don't.
to turn
guys.
to descend the stairwell on the opposite side of the chamber.
Oh, jeez, it takes that much to get a drink from somebody around here. I don't believe.
Did he
these
say we
people.
should follow him, or did he say we should stay here?
No, wait right here, guys. Yeah, I'll be right back. Something's off. I don't know how you got in here with the passcode, but as he goes to leave, the guard gruffly pats this large barnacle-covered construct, and he gestures at you guys, just, flicking a thumb your way, and he goes to move down the stairwell on the opposite side of the room, and this construct, this barnacle golem, begins to step forward with long, slow for it steps, but it is rather large, so it moves about as quickly as you all are able to, and you feel the threat of this large construct as it moves across the room towards you, just smashing its oversized mitts into each other.
You know what, fellas? I don't think they want our coin.
Well, guys, I was really trying to not have to fight our way through, but it seems like that's the way it's going to be.
Is our gold no good here?
I just wanted a drink, guys.
Was there another word that we had to have on top of the starship word?
Yeah, seriously, what is the problem with these people? Anyway,
Starship.
You know what I mean.
The construct raises its large hand and goes to bring it down upon. I would have pictured the group of you just kind of assembled in a line in this room before the area rug in the middle of the room.
I would say I'm definitely leading the charge on this.
Yeah, and I think
I'm trying to push our way through.
I might back into the bottom step there, Ben.
Okay.
Kind of
taking a step back behind the group. Behind
yeah,
the
I kind of getting kind of like got like an arm twitching, ready to grab my bow. Really.
Okay, Scuzz, where do you see yourself in the group?
I mean, I was talking a lot of trash too, so I was probably right up. I'm gonna be honest, I was probably right up front, right in the kill zone.
Sure, with Cyrus, and then Durian, where do you picture yourself?
I think I'm like right behind Cyrus, just like have my arms folded, and then he goes to raise his hand, so I just like go up to go grab my axe. I'm like, oh,
okay,
never.
And so you kind of take up a formation, awaiting this golem, and it moves, with purpose, raising its large fist, and its face turns from Scuzz to Cyrus, and it moves to bring it down upon Scuzz. Everybody, please roll initiative.
Here we go.
Mind your steps, guys.
Ah, jeez.
I cannot roll dice,
6.
man. Can I put roll 20 in dice jail?
Yeah, seriously, the whole thing.
It's called deleting
Mine's
your
been
account.
terrible today.
That's a 14 for me.
I'm gonna change my color. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the equivalent of changing my dice
There
jail.
you go. Yeah, that works.
I'm changing the dice color because
That's
blue
smart.
is just not my color tonight.
Cyrus, this
There,
golem approaches, and it reaches to levy this barnacled fist upon Scuzz. You can act first, Cyrus. You're up front with Scuzz.
I'm gonna. Let's see. Yeah, he's right in front of me, right?
Right.
I'm gonna reach my hand out and cast Bless at first level,
Okay.
and I'm gonna target my friends. So I'm
Okay.
gonna be the only one left out.
What does your blessing look like?
My Mount Hammer!
You were a wonderful.
Raise your
wonderful friend.
weapons, my friends!
Very nice. After Durian is Scuzz.
So this thing's charging right out. It's like
it's bearing down
melee
upon
with
you,
me
but
right
you
now?
have the swiftness to act before
You
his fist
skipped
crashes
me.
upon you.
Ben,
Oh
Oh yeah,
sorry.
Durian would be before me.
Okay,
I
sorry.
mean-
Thank you. Go ahead, Durian.
you didn't lie. After me is Scuzz. This is very much the truth.
I still get Cyrus and Durian confused for whatever reason. I'm sorry, guys.
One's
Yeah.
way taller than the other.
It's like
Yeah.
Cyrus
Don't
Durian's.
look anything alike.
Not at all.
Go ahead, Durian.
I'm gonna first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adrenaline rush, the bonus action. Now I'm gonna get 2 temporary hit points. I'm gonna take 1 for just using my adrenaline rush, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm bringing my axe out. I put my mace and my shield away, and I'm just gonna go line it up like a baseball. Kind of
Nice.
chop for where I think its neck's gonna be, and I go wow. I'm just gonna try and take it out.
Okay. Your attack, please.
14.
Will hit.
I was
Right,
gonna
this-
say also make sure you use bless on your attacks.
Oh yes, I do have a thing for bless. I have a modifier. We're gonna 16 slashing damage. They go for a vital neck area on a stone construct.
Yeah, you just chip away a group of mollusks that have gathered there upon his shoulder. The thing kind of grimaces. You clearly dealt damage. After Durian is Scuzz.
Okay. So I'm within melee of this thing right now.
Yes, it's right in front of you.
It's not what I want. I want to not be that. But I want to do something else. So this game's all about rolling the dice, right? I am going to just jump back. I'm not going to disengage. I'm just going to go for it. I'm running away from him. Does he try to hit me?
Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry. For
Yeah,
some
I
reason,
figured.
was not expecting that.
Okay, because I got an ace in my sleeve. Gonna be worth it.
Tries to slam into you with his massive fist for a 24.
Ooh, 24 hits. It's too bad that I'm gonna reverse fortune. Once per day in response to another creature dealing damage, reduce damage to 0 and regain 1d6 hit points.
Oh,
Okay.
So take
Nice.
that.
And you step back from the golem, perhaps
Mhm.
beside Desperado in the stairwell.
Yeah, I try to get as far away as I can, and then for my action this turn, I'm gonna reach on off of my shoulder, and I'm gonna pull out that rusted, jagged piece of equipment that I had the kid working on earlier. But I take it and give it a shake, and all that jagged metal shoots out into 3 like spidery mechanical legs
Okay.
with a massive stone carved like cylinder on the top as I set up my Eldritch Cannon right next to me. And I'm going to be using the Force Ballista on it. So I'm going to drop that on there. And then for my bonus action, I am going to fire it at the golem.
Okay.
Quick question on that. I am currently blessed. Does my blessing extend to the cannon's attack roll? It's fine either way. I just am curious
yeah. I never
how
ever
that
thought
would
of that.
work.
I'm sorry. So does the cannon act separate from your turn?
I use my bonus action to fire it, and it uses my spell attack.
That'll be it'll be affected by your blessing. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have a separate.
That's a good
initiative
question,
rating.
though, man. That is
So-
a
No, I can use my bonus action to Since it has legs, I can use my bonus action to move it and fire it. It can only move 15 feet at a time, though.
Okay.
Here, I'll put the thing in the chat.
Sure. Thank you. That sounds cool.
Okay.
Gonna be a big
So,
description.
Wow. Yep. Okay.
yeah, Force Ballista.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this.
Big gun.
That's a 18.
Hits.
Ooh. Nice. Big money, big money, big money. Not great. 7.
Sure, and you blast some of the barnacles off of its waist, chipping away at this construct.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, this thing, guys, is louder than it should be. Just so you know.
Okay, good to note.
Every time it fires, it looks like it's going to fall apart.
You hear from the other side of this stone banister, that separates this chamber from the lower one that's pictured as T3 on the map, and you hear a shout, "What was that?"
It's us.
You hear like the breaking of some plates or something that was dropped as well in response to this sudden loud sound, and the golem raises its barnacled arms, and before it, Durian, you stepped up to make an attack, I imagine.
Yes,
and are next to
I got
Cyrus.
close.
Okay, and it doesn't like being stricken with your axe, so it lowers its fists upon you, trying to slam into you, Durian, with an 11
Miss.
and an 18.
Hit.
Oh.
Not currently raging.
Okay, you will take 15 damage from these massive clubbing arms, the barnacles scraping at you as well.
Ouch.
Next is Desperado.
I kind of just knocking an arrow and just like kind of lining up my eyes. I'm whispering a few words to the lady that I follow, in these like red leaves just kind of flutter down and kind of go over my body and then dissipate as I cast a divine favor on myself and unleash an arrow at this thing. I'm just gonna step up, like back up one step, just kind of bracing my back leg on the step up, like the one step up, just to kind of get a better footing, and fire. At this thing. My bow. There's my bow. 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And I forgot to bless. So. Oh, I don't know why it rolled all kinds of damage like that. Let me try that again. I think it thinks I did a crit for some reason.
Oh, interesting.
Let me get rid of. Yeah. Sorry. You get rid
That's
of that.
okay.
I don't know why it did that.
Yeah, it
Try this
shows
again?
that an 18 is the initial roll, so, Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just gonna check did I do something different on that? Let me get rid of that. Sorry guys. Here, let me try this again. I'll try the damage again. Still rolling
Would
2.
it be just the piercing damage?
It should just it should be 1d4. Why is it doing the I'm sorry guys.
That's okay.
It looks like Divine Smite.
Just try
Yeah,
to roll
why
the
did it-
dice using the dice roller, and then try to fix it.
All
on
right,
the
let's
other
just do
side.
that. Yeah. Okay, so it should be.
He's doing so much damage right now. Look at him
Yeah.
go.
Oh my god.
He's swinging out.
So that's like piercing damage. So 8 piercing. So 11 piercing damage. And 2 radiant damage.
And this barnacle begins to pour out salt water from its form, effectively bloodied.
That'll be all for me.
Okay. After Desperado is Cyrus.
I don't like your ugly mug. Your stonework is shoddy at best.
And I'm gonna bring down my hammer on him.
Okay.
This is booming hammer.
Okay.
So I'm gonna aim right at the center and just try to like get a nice thud out of him. That's a 14.
Will hit.
Awesome. For 5 damage.
Okay.
And if he does move, he's gonna take another D8 of thunder.
Okay. Very good. After Cyrus is Durian.
That hurt. Like, a lot. I don't appreciate it. And I'm gonna go and after I got bludgeoned by this stone construct, during his I'm gonna take his axe back and he's just gonna go swing it just as quick as he could. I'm gonna make a reckless attack.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll this at advantage. My great axe.
Nice.
For a 17.
Will hit.
Oh, plus. Which wasn't included in that, but that's fine. For another 16 slashing. This is why I like the Great Axe more.
Nice.
The mace is nice and all, and the AC boost, but big number.
Big axe hit hard.
Big number, much fun.
And you deal a hefty blow to the creature, but it doesn't seem to be quite enough to put it down.
Help. And I'm going to sit there scared. And I'll end my turn.
After Durian is Scuzz.
Scuzz is going to look up at, he sees Durian in a panic, so he's going to run, or he's going to stand up next to his cannon. He's going to yell at the construct and just be like, "Hey! Hey! Hey! Hi!"
It slowly
the
turns
cannon's
its
gonna
blank stare your way.
Cannon fires again.
Okay.
Oh, so close. 24.
That hits.
Okay. For 6 damage, we're going to throw a Fury of the Small on top of that for an extra 2 to make it 8 damage. Force damage.
You blast away one of the arms of the barnacle golem, and it's just an empty shoulder socket of barnacles. And
okay.
It still stands before you, though. Is that all?
Okay,
from
well then
Scuzz?
for my action, no, that was just my bonus action.
Okay.
For my action, I'm going to launch a ray of frost at him from my scepter.
Okay.
So as the cannon fires and he's recovering that, Scuzz grabs another vial that's like frosted over. He's like, kind of shakes it up and he punches it into the back of his scepter, and the scepter charges blue and then like explodes off of him, knocks him back a little bit as it fires off for the hit, and then he rolls a 1 and completely misses the shot. So never mind.
Okay.
Let's say it kicks back a little too much and he fires it into the ceiling instead. Overcharged it. Okay.
Seems on brand.
Careful.
And,
Careful.
Yeah. Some of the wetness upon the ceiling just freezes over above the golem. Quickly rushing around the stairwell across the room, you see 2 thugs, 2 of these guards, rush to the top of the stairwell, and they kneel down with heavy crossbows, and they release crossbow bolts against Durian.
Christ.
Miss?
And the second attack comes with a 19.
That's a hit.
You'll take 9 piercing damage.
I forgot to mention it before, but I am very much bloodied.
The golem stands towering before you, It wavers, seemingly quite weak. Perhaps this will be its last act. But it does lower its heavy fists upon you, Durian.
All right, I'm stopping you there. I made a reckless attack, so that first guy should have had advantage. The first heavy crossbow.
Thank you.
So I may just be down.
A 7.
Oh, miss.
Okay, miss.
So this will also have advantage then.
Yes.
So I'll roll twice for it. A 23 to
All right.
hit.
Yeah.
For 11 damage.
Durian gets Rock'em Sock'em robot right in the face, and is like, he does that thing where like you get hit in the head so hard that you're dazed, and he's like standing. He's like doing some small steps to get his like his senses back, and he just like spits out some blood. I go down to 0 hit points, but I have relentless endurance, and I go back to 1 hit point. And if I do anything at all, I go down. Because I'm cursed with a blood stone in my chest. No, I have 1 move I can do. And that's kind of it.
And as you spit out your blood, you know, it goes in the direction that you're facing, and your blood... Sorry, I'm actually using a book for once, and now I can't find...
The blood is sharpened like the ruby and explodes and shrapnels back into my chest, knocking me out.
Spitting is a bonus action, so you take 1 hit point.
Spitting is a free action and has the word action in it, so you still take the point of damage.
Yep.
I think he's just going to teleport somewhere.
The blood you spit lands upon the rug, and the rug recoils as a person would who had been spat upon. And
sorry, my bad.
I'm sorry, this should be so much easier. Wow. Is it really not in here? I'm sorry. Okay. The rug animates, recoils, and lifts up. Not liking very much that it had been spit upon. And it moves forward and tries to grapple you, Durian.
Okay.
So this is actually going to be... The way they want me to do this is as an attack roll.
Oh.
So
well.
It's like a melee weapon. Hiya! A crit.
Yeah, hiya.
So, you are grappled.
Right.
And at the start of your turn, you'll be smothered by this rug. But it doesn't deal any damage right off the bat.
Okay. So there's hope.
The golem raises its second heavy arm against you. And tries to bash you back into the ground. This roll is at advantage too, I believe.
Yes.
With a 19 to hit.
Yeah, I get hit through a rug. I'm just limp.
Okay. So it will be 12 damage from that knocks you unconscious.
Does it seem to hurt the rug?
The golem was accurate enough that it just, sock and bopped Durian right on the head.
Bonked his head.
Went up and down.
Does release Durian though, as he falls prone here. Essentially,
it's like a magic trick. I was conscious when I got swept up in the rug, and I was unconscious when I came out of it.
And the rug seems motionless and still again upon the ground. Next is Desperado.
Boom. I'm going to just take another step back up the steps just to get a good shot over top of Durian's body at this this golem.
Okay.
And knock an arrow and let loose.
All right.
Trying to hit it in what I think is its face, but does it have a face?
Yes, it just
That's
has
a head
like a
for
blank
sure.
face on its head. Yeah, sitting above its shoulders.
12 hit? I don't know.
12 will hit.
12 will hit. I think I fixed my damage roller. That is going to be 10 piercing and 3 radiant damage.
Sure. And the radiance of this arrow just shears open the barnacle golem's head, and its face splits as it falls, slain, defeated upon the ground.
As its face splits open, I can see those 2 thugs across the...
Yeah. And they look at each other nervously and quickly, knock other arrows or bolts in their crossbows. Is that all from Desperado?
Seeing them getting ready to shoot at us, I might just kind of brace myself around that corner that we came around, just to be out of their range of fire.
Sure, retreating back further up the stairwell behind you.
Just stepping up the stairs a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming the spacing is the same. Like it's when squares 5 feet.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and just kind of watching, just like peering my eye like around the corner to keep an eye on them, but trying to see out of range.
Okay. They shout, "That's enough then. Y'all get on out of here." Next up is Cyrus.
You ask us to leave before you half kill us, you bastard. I'll have a little bit of justice on my side first. How about that?
And then I'll turn to Durian.
Get up, old pal. Let's have a little fun.
And I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
Okay.
To try to bring him up again.
Very good.
This will determine how many actions I have.
So, yeah, that's true. At the very least. So this is going to be 1d4 plus 3.
Hey,
6. Not bad.
6 actions, Bodhi.
Not bad. This is actually above average.
That's better than I rolled on a D8 for him. So.
Is that all for? Oh, Durian, you still have your action.
Oh. What?
Or I'm sorry, Cyrus.
And how far away are they from me?
They're across the room here, about 25 feet away.
You know what? That's exactly how far I can make it.
Very good.
So I'm rushing my little dwarven butt straight towards them.
Okay.
And I raise my hammer and I say, "You beat my friend half to death. How about I do the same to yours?"
And I'll bring down my hammer on him. This is going to be a booming hammer.
Okay, very good. Both of these thugs are crouched at the top of the stairs, the top level of the stairwell across the room here. So you approach easily.
So that's going to be a 10 to hit.
A 10 won't do it.
Oh, that's all right. I got a couple friends I brought along with me. Let's settle the score.
Oh. I'm one of them.
After Cyrus is Durian.
I'm just like getting up, disoriented. It's been a while since I've been knocked out. All right, I use half my movement to get up. I'm gonna adrenaline rush. The dash is a bonus action.
Okay.
I'm going to go backwards, up the stairs, and I'm gonna go
just sit this round out.
Yeah, I'm gonna before I move, I'm just gonna go huck a javelin at one of the guys, the one that Cyrus swung on.
Okay.
And Does reckless attacks work for ranged, or is it just melee? First attack. Oh wait, no. No, it's just only melee. So yeah, I'm just gonna chuck a javelin and then go around the corner so they can't shoot me with their heavy crossbows. They're like, all right, you got it. 21.
Will hit.
Nice. For 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And because of my adrenaline rush, that didn't cost me any health. I'm sitting behind the corner. I'm looking at Desperado. I'm like, I'm really messed up. And I'll end my turn.
You're in the right spot, man.
After Durian is Scuzz.
So up until just when the golem finally fell, Scuzz has been fully focused on that on taking out that golem. So he hasn't even acknowledged the other two guys yet. But then as Durian just ran past him, he's like, "Whoa, Durian, you look kind of messed up. Are those arrows? You got arrows in you?" And he
It's
turns
bad.
and sees the guys with the crossbows. Hey! Points at one of them. Did you shoot my friend? Well, I'm gonna shoot yours. And
That's
I
right.
fire my cannon at the other guy. He shot my friend, so I'm gonna shoot his.
Okay.
10. Oof. The 15.
Will hit.
Oh, nice. Okay. So that'll be big money, big money, big money. 11 force damage on that one.
Sure, your cannon, your arcane. Is it calling it a ballista?
Well, it's a force ballista is the type of attack.
Okay.
That is, it's an eldritch cannon, but it can be a flamethrower, a force ballista, or like a healing thing.
Sure. The ballista smashes into him, and he drops his heavy crossbow for a moment, badly injured, effectively bloodied.
And then I'm going to follow that up with how far away from me did Durian get?
I'm up the stairs by Desperado.
Yeah, he's up with me at the. We just kind of duck. I'm just around the corner, watching around the corner there. He's right next to me.
He's about 30
so
feet
I'm
away.
still okay. Perfect. That's what I figured. So I'm still within reach of him. So I'm gonna rush backwards as the cannon fires off, and I'm gonna give him another cure wounds.
Okay.
Goo.
So basically, this time I'm just running back, and I've just got like a just a needle full of painkiller. I just slammed to his leg.
Morphine?
Like, oh, come on, big guy, we got to get back in here.
Okay.
Please don't be a 1 this time.
It's gonna be good morphine or bad morphine?
Boom.
Hey, it's pretty good morphine.
That's good
10.
morphine.
There you go.
The thugs that stand in front of Cyrus, one of them having already dropped its crossbow, pulls out its mace and swings violently at the dwarf with a 16. And then a 24 for a critical hit. And the first dice roll is maxed out at 8 plus 4, so 12 bludgeoning damage from the first thug. The one next to him, grasps his shoulder and then quickly goes to pull his mace and makes an attack against you, swinging it just as swiftly as his ally.
You just miss.
And
That won't do.
15 will miss as well. Okay. And so the thugs try to beat down Cyrus, but are ineffective. The rug still lays motionless upon the center of the floor over the magic circle. Next is Desperado. You're around the corner in the stairwell.
Yeah. I'll just take a step out and maybe like down to onto the top step there, and I can see both these guys. They both dropped their crossbows now.
Right.
Is that right? So again, I'm gonna knock another arrow, just eye him up, and I'm gonna shoot at the one that Scuzz blasted with his cannon.
Okay.
9 to hit. That's going to be a 9 on the hit.
The arrow soars over the head, over their heads.
9. And I'll stay there. I'm just gonna kind of crouch down a little bit, but I'm gonna stay right there, keeping an eye on Cyrus.
Okay. Next
and
is
his new friends.
Next is Cyrus.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to mention. I am heavily bloodied at this point. I have been slowly chipping away at my health through actions and bonus action, trying to support my allies. So I am like, it doesn't look good.
Your turn.
Well, you know what you were saying with leaving. It's sounding pretty good right about now.
Oh,
What?
It's too late for that. I'll have all
Well.
of your blood.
Well, in that case, let me oblige you, friend.
I'm gonna use my bonus action for healing word on myself.
Okay.
So this is gonna be my last first level spell slot.
Okay.
D4 plus. Ooh, not great. All right. Well, that's something.
It's like 2 turns.
See, I'll have to like reduce myself to like 1 action, no bonus actions. So I'm going booming hammer on this guy, the one that I just tried to negotiate with.
Okay.
It's a 24.
That will hit.
Well, if you insist, allow me to oblige.
So that's 4 bludgeoning. That's literally a 1 on the damage. That's awesome. So that's 4 bludgeoning damage, and should he move, he will take extra.
Okay. The thug is bloodied. Both of them stand before you, bloodied, badly injured. After Cyrus is Durian.
All right, let's try this again. I'm gonna peek around the corner and just throw a javelin at the one that he tried negotiating with.
Okay.
I'm just gonna aim for just to hit him. I'm not gonna go try and do anything fancy. This is bad.
Boom.
25
Will hit.
or 8. All right.
The thug takes the javelin in the chest and falls, slumping to the ground, defeated.
All right. I'm gonna get you a bunch of blood comes out of my chest. Ow! And I'm gonna get back behind the corner. My turn's
Nice.
over.
After Durian is Scuzz.
All right. Well, Scuzz is going to so one guy fell, but the other one's still up. The other.
That's right.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna take another ballista shot at him. For a good old kapow. 13.
Will hit.
Hey, all right. Low AC. Low damage too. 4 points of damage on that. And let's see if I wanna. Yeah, we're gonna keep going the way we're going. I'm gonna grab another one of those little cartridges off of my belt. Except this time I'm gonna pop the lid a little bit and let it, and there's a little like cold air escapes. Like, okay, all right, that looks a little bit better. Shake it up and attach that one, and fire off another ray of frost.
Okay.
Boom.
Or there we go. 21.
hits.
So
Boom.
not bad. 7 cold damage on him.
The thug
And
stiffens
reduced
up
movement speed.
as he's iced over, freezes, and he falls to the ground.
Oh, I might overcharge that one too.
And the golem has been defeated. The thugs lie upon the ground, badly injured, unconscious. and the rug itself is motionless on the floor. And you remember what the first guard had said about dripping mud or anything like that upon the rug.
I'm gonna go run on over, and I'm gonna go get my javelins back.
Okay.
Take a wide berth around the. How high is this wall here next to us?
About 3 feet.
Oh, okay. And we can see, so I can like look over. I can see in this pool of water.
Yes, as you look over, you see a large group of people. Some of them sitting upon the edge. These 2 water wheels lifting water from a very wide well, almost like a pool. And then there are people with drinks, drinking, having conversation, sitting around that, laughing. Perhaps 2 of them playing a game of cards between themselves.
They kind of didn't really, not really noticing what we're doing, really, eh?
One of them looks up and raises his mug to you.
I'll just give him a tip of the hat.
Okay.
Yeah,
and that room is lower down by about 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they really don't care.
So do I figure if we were to try and throw these thugs in that pool of water that they're going to notice us doing that?
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of them are sitting on the edge of that pool with their legs hanging over. It's maybe another 5-6 foot drop down to that water level. With these,
you
these
guys,
huge
maybe
20-foot water wheels.
Now,
just trying to think, trying to cover our tracks a little bit here,
these guys.
You can do that, Cyrus. Yes.
I don't think these guys are not good people, but I don't think they're like hunting down children for sport or anything. They're not exactly
just doing a job, right?
Just hunting down normal people for sport.
Yeah.
Hey, Scuzz, what do you think will happen if we were to push this barnacle thing on top of that rug? Do you think the rug will like wrap it up and?
Let's find out.
Yeah. Do you want to try?
Yeah, Scuzz starts pushing, but like he's like leaning his whole shoulder into it, and his feet are just.
I use one hand to just like effortlessly move it onto the rug.
I'm just going to step up the stairs over here. I think a little bit while they do that. Just up the stairs towards the entrance.
I do not notice Durian helping, and Scuzz feels amazing.
Wow, you're doing it.
As the water, the lifeblood of this golem spills upon the rug, it quickly wraps up the golem, smothering it tightly, squeezing it.
Perfect.
Oh, so it's like one of those the Venus flytrap sort of things,
Yeah, perfect, man.
You get a little something like just.
Perfect.
I don't want to be like a downer to anybody, but I'm still I'm visually like bloodied and beaten and bruised. I don't got much left. If I'm being really frank with you guys, I would not object to just leaving. I mean, what are we here for, really? Like a guy who's not here anymore? Like, what's? Come on.
I mean, we just got in the front door. We don't know who's here.
There's a little kid walking around that's got more clout than we do.
Yeah, well, I like to talk to that kid too. I don't like little liars.
I'll put a hand on Durian. Don't worry, my friend. We got your back, and I'll lay on hands for 4 hit points.
Okay.
Still bloodied.
Is
Thank
there
you.
anywhere we can hide these guys? Is there like a closet or something?
I mean, the rug might be able to take care of it.
It's got the golem.
Is there anything like that I can see? Any like
You got
rooms?
There
Durian,
doesn't
you got
appear to
any
be
of
any
that?
other space in this chamber that would be effective for hiding any bodies.
Durian, do you have any of that ale on you?
No, it's outside. I got a really warm rock.
How about you go and get one of those barrels, right? And I'll stack these fellas a certain way.
Well, let's just prop them up along the wall, sitting beside each other, and I'll pour some wine on them.
Can I Ilfer? Can I rummage through their pockets?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm gonna do something kind of crazy, but don't judge me.
I
I'm
think judgments are out the window at this point, my friend.
I'm like
I'm gonna-
digging through these guys' pockets, I'm like, hey, I would never judge you, okay? You're all right.
I'm gonna lean them up against the wall and I'm gonna peel over them.
Well, this is a lot less grim than I thought.
Guz
you
is still going through their pockets as you're peeing.
One of
My
the
lady, I apologize.
one of the guards has
Please
a
forgive
brooch,
us for this.
has a brooch made of a seashell, and it is hanging from a silver chain that may be worth a bit of coin. And then they also have between the two of them 7 gold pieces.
I'm also taking any of their weapons.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna like.
They have maces and they have crossbows and crossbow bolts.
How many do I pick up?
As many as you like. They each have a mace and they each have a crossbow.
So that's 2.
Maybe they each have 6 bolts left.
Maybe leave like one of them with a crossbow,
Actually-
one with a mace, so that they look like they've got their stuff and they were just drunk and pissed and they didn't get robbed or anything.
How about I leave both crossbows and I'll just take their bolts.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm taking everything I found, by the way, just for the record.
Okay, very good.
I'm swapping to the mace and the shield. I'm getting too hurt for this.
Okay. And let's take a brief break right there, guys. And then we'll reconvene in 10 minutes. So at
Perfect.
8:57. So yeah, we'll be right back. The adventure will continue.
Still alive, guys.
So far.
Barely.
Reynold is an above-average height dwarf who worked in a small village as a blacksmith and was very friendly with his neighbors, making friends with whoever he could find. Despite having a simple and fulfilling life, he still felt a bit empty, like something was missing, until one day out in a nearby forest he spotted a baby orc, scavenging off of a wolf's corpse trying to find something to eat. Reynold knew what he had to do and took this abandoned baby into his home and fed him, giving him shelter and clothing him. After an extended period of time, with no one seemingly coming after this child, Reynold adopted him and gave him a new name, Dismas Hook. Reynold spent all of his time with Dismas, teaching him his trade and learning the Orcish language and having a wonderful time, but not all was well. The other villagers that Reynold had known and befriended turned their backs on him and looked at the two of them with disgust. This family of two were treated as a disease, being mocked and insulted, refused service, or met with great resistance in day-to-day life, making Dismas's early life anything but normal. Once Dismas had grown up and matured a bit, Reynold took him on a supply run to a nearby town to get away from all of the hostilities. But once on the outskirts of the village, they were ambushed by the more radical members of the community and battle occurred. The aftermath of this battle was bloody, and there were many casualties on both sides. The only one that lived that day was the once again lonely blacksmith. With an unmarked grave and a pack full of gear and memoirs, Reynold left behind his vile village and struck out in an attempt to find a reason in all the madness and hate that encountered him.
We are back live. And so you have positioned these guards so that they look like they've pissed themselves and fallen asleep drunk on the job. You continue down the stairwell across the chamber, and you see that it opens up into a similarly sized room. But in this room, you see a huge pipe, coming out of the wall, perhaps 5 feet in girth. And then in the center of the room, there's a large turnstile, as though it, and you can see below it, the pipe goes downward into the ground. So this turnstile, if you were to remove this, it would reveal perhaps a pipe below it, essentially like a cap to this pipe or whatnot.
Interesting.
How far do you guys think we can get, blending in wise, before we get in another scuffle?
Are there tracks around it, Ben? Like that we can tell this is the way in somewhere that people have been going? Or like scuffs in the dust, or
Sure, there's a corridor to the left that seems to lead to the room that you saw from above, where the people were drinking around the water wheel. And this room has a very foul odor. It kind of, hangs in this room.
By the way, Ben, we've come across a couple of these guards now. Are they dressed all the same?
No, they don't seem to be wearing any uniform. They all seem to have their own custom armor and outfits. Very rugged.
Almost
type
like mercenaries?
Folk.
Just mercenaries, or?
Yeah. Hired hands. They don't appear to be, ATK or any kind of official guard regimen.
You don't say. All right, that'll be useful. Thank you.
Is the original guard that stopped us in the room with the rug, was he one of the 2 guards that we knocked out, or is he?
Yeah, he returned with the second guard. They both posted at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Desperado glancing over the stone banister. The other people there seem to be, kind of minding their own business, paying no mind to whatever may be going on. So, it doesn't
like it's
seem
normal almost.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the guard alerted everybody in the chamber. It seems as though he summoned the one other guard who was at hand to come help him, and you knocked both of them out.
So we can just go forward.
Seems like it.
Yeah. Cyrus, are you good over there?
I need a bed. Sometime soon, preferably.
I'd like a bed too, but
maybe we should have dealt with y'all's little affliction thing before we came out here.
Couldn't really. This place is on a time limit. We had to come here, or else we had to miss out.
Looks like you're on a time limit now.
Yes.
You're not wrong.
I don't disagree with you, Scuzz. I was trying to say the same thing, but my friends seem to not be concerned about their ailments, so...
I didn't think it'd be this bad. I didn't think it'd be this bad.
Shall
Do
we
you guys
go,
want-
or shall we...
I'm okay with going.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
I'm just concerned about
Listen,
Cyrus.
we'll say we're new hands, right? Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, new hands. Yeah.
New hands.
New hands, fresh hands. Yeah.
And if they look like they want trouble, we'll leave.
Yeah, for sure. That's worked so far. So,
I don't think the whole patron angle has been working for us.
I don't think any angles really work so far outside of.
Yeah, I'm trying to
very
figure out what
sharp
kind of play.
angles.
I thought this was a tavern like the others we go to. They don't seem to want people to come and spend their coin, but then there's people here spending their coin and drinking and being merry. So I don't understand.
Is there?
Maybe,
It just
maybe
goes to
they
show-
have the regulars.
There's something. I mean, clearly it's not all good. There's something nefredulous going on in here.
I mean, before they were regulars, they would have been people like us, and then they just kept coming back, right? Yeah, something is odd.
Ben, is there a physical door between us and that room with the people that are hanging out?
Yes, there's a wooden door there.
So before we go any further, I just like to, make our objectives clear. What are we here exactly to do?
For Kevin, aren't we?
Just
And to give PJ a slap upside the head now. I don't like the way he handled that whole thing.
so I think Kevin's already gone. I don't think we're gonna find him here. I think he's gone. I think he got taken already.
So is that like a cold trail then? We don't have a.
Maybe we'll find something out here where he's at in this place. But concerning who's doing all the stealing people and all the fighting rings, I think we have a good idea that he's maybe in the Feywild, like right now.
What makes you think he's in the Feywild?
Well, Lady Jude loves stealing people through these rings to find strong combatants for the hunt of the moon, and this is one of those rings, and Kevin was last sighted here by that weird cleric lady who said she could help us. And so I could swore someone told me that he was here, but then he was gone afterwards. He was taken. So I don't think he's here right now. So beyond us finding any more evidence about where he's at, and maybe punching the head off of PJ's shoulders for some reason, why are we here? Or is that just why we're here? Because
we're here to pick up the trace.
I'm not the brains of this operation. I don't know. But you think so? You think they might they took him out with the teleportation circle?
It's a good bet.
So
safe guess.
Should we also take the teleportation circle? I mean, I'm all for blindly flying into another dimension. You know me, guys. I don't care, but
well, we know.
And
we
it just looks like Durian and Cyrus might want a nap first. So,
or
I can't think sober. I need an ale.
I think that circle is used for people to get out of here when it's flooding. It seems like this place floods because it's only available every so often, whatever, what have you. I think
if they don't get out quick enough,
they just drown. I don't know. Seems like this messed up place would that be a thing.
I mean, we're up pretty high. When you guys were messing with the door, I was looking around. We're up pretty high on a bluff, looking over the coastline there. All the water, I think, is down. I don't know.
That's because it's high tide right now, or low tide. Because the moon's out.
Hey, Ben. Oh,
yes.
Sorry.
No, please.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off there. Just with my sort of knowledge of how the arcane works and stuff like that, can I tell anything from that teleportation circle as far as where it leads to, or is there anything that I can decipher off of it?
Make an Arcana check, please.
I'm gonna give you guidance, so please add a D4 to that.
Okay. Arcana. Guidance. 12.
You decipher some runes that may pertain to elvish lore or elves, so you might assume that it leads to some place else in the city, or perhaps the Feywild, as you had guessed.
Okay, so yeah, it either goes into the Feywild or it goes to some elvish neighborhood in this area. It's definitely an elven sort of thing. You can tell because you see how the script is all like real like flowy.
It's
Very
weird
elvish.
letters.
Yeah, yeah. You see how this is exactly the opposite of how Cyrus writes. Opposite of the dwarf is elf. That's how it works.
That's true. That is how it works.
Actually, opposite a dwarf is giant.
But I'm not giant. I'm tall.
I learned this in school.
But
You went to school.
For giant, yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so like the problem with it though is that I'm not, I mean, I know stuff, but I don't really know like the technical stuff. This is more like wizard stuff, really. Here, I don't have them kinds of studies, but it looks it's something elvish. That's a big risk though. It could take us right up the street. Could take us to the Feywild. Based on what we've heard about the things that are happening here and whatnot, I if I was a gambling man, I'd put my money on the Feywild. But who's to say, right?
Maybe we could go and have a chat with some of the patrons and get a better sense of what this place really is.
Yeah,
They may not know, but you never know.
We could try that. Let's try to do some mingling.
All
Let's
right.
get a drink.
If things start going bad, I'm not opposed to running. And if we do run, I want to get out of here and cure this whole thing before we do any extraneous adventures.
The moment we step foot out these doors, that is going to be our top priority.
That's just my piece. That's all I wanted to say.
Yes, guys, you got anything in your bag that will blow a hole through the wall?
I checked. No.
Let's see. I mean, I don't have any like explosives or anything right now. I got my cannon. Yeah, that's about it. So
I got a giant frog leg.
After this, we might have to do a little shopping.
I feel like we've made enough of a mess of this place, have we not, guys? I mean,
are we gonna buy fireworks?
Cyrus pissed in the corner over there, and we've wrapped a barnacle golem in a rug.
What good is money if you can't have a little fun?
So what if he pissed in the corner? He pissed on me too. I don't care. Whatever.
I'm not saying there's a problem with it. I'm just saying, like, I think we
Yeah,
made
Scuzz
enough
got
of a mess.
pissed on by Cyrus. What are you complaining about?
Okay, and so the group of you intend to move into the room with the water wheels where the patrons are having drinks. Sure.
Yes.
I'm planning on making quick work of a big mug of ale.
As you enter, the room bristles with energy, both from its inhabitants and features. A group of brigands is huddled in the room, drinks in their hands, froth in their beards as they converse and laugh heartily. You feel a few glances turn in your direction before people just go back to their own business, letting you be. In the center of the room, as I said, there is an opening in the floor surrounded by a wall of stone. Within the opening, water rushes towards the direction of the sea, and it's pushing these two serve no real purpose other than to turn against chimes that are hanging from the ceiling, filling the room with kind of a tinkling sound every few moments. Everybody here is merry and drinking.
You mentioned there's a lot of like brigand ruffian types. Ben, is there any look like locals, like merchants or farm people, like local non people that look like they wouldn't want to get their hands bruised?
Make an insight check for me, Desperado.
12.
These look like all rough and tumble types, and many of them are swearing like sailors.
I'll take my wineskin off my belt and approach one of the tables and just say, "Cheers, lads," and just hold up my my wineskin.
They heartily raise their mugs and slam them into your wineskin.
This is not your average watering hole, I guess. No pun intended.
I know it ain't. We're here for the fights. They're starting pretty soon.
Fights? Where do they do the fights?
Oh, out in the tide pool. It's real nice. You stand there and the waves come in around your ankles. A bit chilly, but man, it's good fights. You won't want to miss them. We're just doing a little pre-game.
That's forgive me. It's my my first time first invitation to this kind of place. Is that what that hatch is? Or we go down there and find that where these pools are?
That hatch is a sewer, mate. It's nasty. You look like y'all came here to fight, though. You guys gonna fight tonight? I put some corn on you.
I'm not looking for a fight, but I can. When it comes your way, we don't back down.
These guys look like they already been in a mess. Points to Cyrus and Durian.
Well, who these guys? They are.
I didn't like the way the big one was looking at me, so we had a few words, but it's all sorted.
Looks well sorted to me.
I beat his ass.
Is there a barmaid or someone serving the tables, Ben?
There doesn't appear to be. He says if the rest of you need drinks, you say it's your first time here. The bar's just in the next room.
Is there more? Does the room carry on? Is there a room past us here?
Across the way, you see another wooden door. Must lead to another hallway.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's
There ain't a lot of room in there,
my,
but that's where you get the drink.
I give my wineskin a wiggle, like I'm implying that it's empty. It's not empty, but yeah. Let's go find a drink, fellas.
All right.
I mean, yeah, that's what I've been trying to do this whole time.
We'll carry on to that door you mentioned, Ben.
Sure. It leads to a curving hallway that then opens up into another chamber, and this surprisingly small room appears to be somewhat the centerpiece or the hub of this operation. It's crowded with as many people as possible to make use of the space.
This is really small.
In the far corner, there's a makeshift bar that's sticky and stained from years of work. It blocks in a grizzled woman who pours various dark liquors into a collection of mugs that have seen better days. Sorry, I like the flavor text that he provides.
Nice.
Behind her are two shelves filled with numerous jugs and bottles that she deftly grabs and uses to satiate her customers. Across from her, sitting atop wobbly bar stools, are three more thuggish characters who look well into a night of inebriation and debauchery. On the other side of the room, there's a handful of individuals raucously playing a game of cards as a small pile of coins is pushed from victim to victor. The table is the only one in the room, and it appears to be nothing special. Its only ornaments being a handful of candles providing uneven light. Beside the table, the shape of a small alcove can be made out. There's a wooden door set in the wall within that, and there's a sign dangling from a nail beat into the wood. It reads, "Don't touch this or you're dead." Across the room, near the bar, there's a second door that leads outside. You can hear a cacophony of cheering, even from within the establishment.
Hey, guys, don't touch that sign, eh?
Is that just the sign that says "Don't touch the sign"?
The sign is hanging from the door on the left side of, pictured on the left side of the map.
Oh, all right.
Looking around, do I see PJ anywhere?
You do. He's standing near the table, looking around a bit impatiently. And as you do see him, a group of 4 rugged-looking individuals, hooded and in cloaks, come in through the door. And PJ, you hear him, "Oh, finally." And he kind of sees you guys and looks a bit nervous, quickly approaches the group of 4 that enter. "Oh, I thought you guys had left me. That's good to see you." His eyes shifting back and forth to the 4 of you as he speaks to, no doubt, these men were his guards that he's now meeting up with.
I just give him a thumbs up.
I didn't expect to see you guys here.
He's talking to us now?
Yes.
Oh yeah, gee, I wonder why you wouldn't expect that sort of thing.
Hey, no harm, no foul. I mean, you guys didn't know the password.
We did a lot of harm, actually.
Well, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm sorry. You guys didn't know the password. I didn't want to get in trouble for bringing you in.
I mean, you did us pretty dirty. We got you here in one piece. You almost pissed yourself in that bush. We got you here.
Fellas, he's a kid. We'll let it slide this time, fella. Right?
Oh,
yeah,
geez,
all right,
thanks,
fine.
mister. He seems to have a little bit of a hint of sarcasm in his voice.
I wasn't upset at you, if it makes any difference.
Honestly, I figured you'd be all right on your own.
Look, how about I could buy you guys drinks? Right? Would that make it better?
Yeah, I feel like that.
He's quite all right, isn't he? I like this guy.
If it makes you feel better, go for it.
Yeah, I'm just waiting around to make the deal. I don't know where Paulie is, but yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting to get that sword. I'll get out of here. But yeah, I'll buy you guys around first.
All right.
He goes to the bar and returns with 4 drinks for you guys.
Yeah.
I watch as the drinks are made. Do they get poisoned?
Make a perception check, please.
You know, I don't know. They're drinks. It probably is poison.
I'm gonna take the first sip.
It's beer. Okay.
It's beer.
It tastes like beer.
All right.
He didn't mention the last time that this the heirloom was a sword, you guys. Interesting.
Well, I'm no good with the sword. Doesn't matter to me anyways.
If it's a big sword, I'll care. If not, oh well.
It's pretty shady to steal a man's sword.
It's a family heirloom.
Yeah.
It's bad anyway.
What? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna steal this family heirloom. You know, they don't need it. It'll be good. I take a sip.
Except that you mentioned it's Commander Hawkins who we're out here looking for.
And it once belonged
Did you just
to
say that out
Commander
loud?
Hawkins, right?
Wait.
Did
Yeah.
you just say that? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the sword is not that important. The man is. I'd love to meet him.
Yeah, he's a cool fella.
Wonder how they got the sword if the man's not here.
Have you ever met Commander Hopkins? I'm talking to PJ.
No, but I mean, I know he's a big-time commander in the ATK.
I heard he's a good fighter. I wanted to see his handiwork at least once.
Yeah, I heard the Queen has him now.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised at that.
Not the Queen of Nimnai Allah either. I mean, the Queen of Darkness. The Fairy Queen.
I reiterate, not surprised. Do you ever get caught up with any of that business, PJ? Do you worry about the greater runnings around of the world around you, or you just kind of like go
Look,
small scale?
It's complicated here in the city. Hideo, he looks out for me. And, you know, pretty soon, the Bugaisha, they'll be running the whole city. I mean, you got to
Are
throw
those-
in your lot with someone.
Are those good or bad people?
What about your family? Tell me about them.
Oh, well, I mean, they're back working the farm. Dad's a farmer, and, you know, most of the farms were destroyed when the giants came, but his lands are still fertile, and they feed most of the city now. Actually, the army, the ATK, takes a lot. They usually don't pay either, so yeah, I don't feel too bad about getting this commander's sword.
Do they call it taxes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they do fight the giants, so it's like it sucks, but they're putting themselves in harm's way to fight them, and not us. So
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, PG. I can get on board with that. Yeah.
just let them just kind of go do their thing.
I'm not the biggest fan of ATK either, to be quite frank.
Yeah, they're scum. They locked me up because I made a mistake. I'm just a kid, and they put me in jail.
How long?
I was locked up a couple weeks.
This wasn't like, years.
Well, no, Hideo bailed me out real quick.
So it was...
Came before the other people that put me in that mess, that's for sure.
Hey, this Hideo sounds like quite a useful friend.
Oh, yeah. He's a real powerful sorcerer. I'm learning a lot from him.
Oh, you're magic?
I know magic.
I could have the robes kind of give it away. If that's like a thing you're concerned about.
Yeah, he set me up with these too. I think they're pretty sharp.
They are sharp, yeah. I don't want to touch them. They might cut me. Oh!
A man enters
you're a funny man.
from the doorway on the left side of the room, and seems to carry an air of importance with him. He's dressed in working clothes like most of the other people here, but as he enters, everybody raises their mugs and drinks to him, and one shouts from the bar, "Hey, Paulie, let me get you a drink." Paulie says, "No, not right now. I got business to do." And he steps forward to PJ. I think that's a good place to pause the game for tonight, and then we'll resume again next week, which is the 10th, and the adventure will continue then.
Nice, guys.
Sounds good.
I kind of like this PJ guy.